Owings Mills, Maryland 21117.
America's history is closely tied to the evolution of the automobile, from Henry Ford to the Indy 500. But it wasn't just family cruisers and race cars that helped make America's name in the automotive world. Some of our most famous cars were built for a time when the pleasures of motoring were the last thing on people's minds. This week, High Road reporter Craig Singhas meets a man who remembers those difficult times and preserves the machines that once helped hold the entire world together.
When they first arrived on the eve of World War II, they were known as Blitz buggies, Beetle bugs, and Leaping Lenas, but they soon became near and dear to the hearts of Allied service personnel as the immortal Jeep. From El Alamein to Guadalcanal, Iceland to Iwo Jima, wherever the Allies went, so did the Jeep. One World War II Army veteran who has kept his close ties to the once ubiquitous Jeep is publisher Chet Krause. An avid collector of U.S. Army transportation equipment, Chet is the proud owner of this restored Army Jeep.
We're sitting in a 1944 Jeep, and this is the type of vehicle that George Patton once said that won the war in Europe.
Is this pretty typical of what the average GI had in World War II, this basic vehicle?
This vehicle was restored to the standards of which they came from the factory. This is weighs about 2,500 pounds. It had speeds to 60 miles an hour, although most of them wouldn't go that fast. Of course, if the Germans were shooting at you, it wasn't too difficult to floorboard them and get them out. But it's a very narrow vehicle. Its wheelbase is only about 48 inches, and it only had about a 6-foot overall length between its wheels. Of course, it was used off-road most of the time, and it was a very versatile vehicle then because it had 4-wheel drive, and you could literally go through any place except mud where a bigger vehicle had preceded you. There's a saying that says that the sun never sets on the Army Jeep, and that's probably true today as it was in World War II, because they had wide distribution in the Pacific as well as in North Africa and Italy and North Europe. And there were some 750,000 of these made, and they were made by both Willis and Ford. Although Bantam had built some of the prototypes, they did not build any production-type Jeeps. Anyway, they were all built on one standard, and parts from Fords could fit on Willys and vice versa. Hitler completely underestimated our ability to build quantities of them, and we built a quality that would withstand a lot of wear and tear, and we built them in such huge numbers. If one was destroyed, we merely replaced it with another one. The Axis empires just completely underestimated America's ability to do this. They couldn't believe that the civilian population of America would get together and build this kind of thing. And you know, the stories of Rosie the Riveter are very true. We just put forth a great civilian effort in World War II, and while those of us that were over there in battle thought we were winning the war was actually won on the home front through great production.
There are few 5-passenger